They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop it. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their...
Turning on the Jets. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The toss to the outside. Finds some fresh air. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Finds his tight end. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously, trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Miller. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Russell. Now adjusting. On the run, deep down the right side. It's caught. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Really nice play getting that 1st down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next 1st-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Picks up the 1st down. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Quickly complete. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
To throw, it's Russell. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to barrel in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4.
Timeout, Alabama.
Wow, look at this. You could take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. That's caught, it's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, big fella almost had him picked right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's a seam wide open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
First down is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Setting up the screen. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage.
Well, I like the idea by the quarterback on that throw. He's just trying to spit it out to the perimeter quickly and give this guy a chance to advance it, but the accuracy was terrible. That was a circus-type catch for 0 gain.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right on the money. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Russell. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. It's a running room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and arrest him.
It'll be a run on third and short. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Keeps it on the draw. And the Buckeyes have a first down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Peoples. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Release to the back. Found the spot in the defense. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead with the 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Miller with the ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Good timing on the quick out. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. There's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Throws to the wideout.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Gets it out quickly. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
On the ground, it's Ball. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Scrambling away. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, you're trailing here in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds to try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Rush is on him. It's complete to the left.
You know, that play right there shows when the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was, got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Alabama quickly back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Touchdown time! All that will be in and stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. back out there. The give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Tate. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it down the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The offense comes out needing a score here, down 1 possession. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Slithers into space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, this is a big 3rd down coming up. What is this offense going to lean on? They've tried the run. They've tried the pass. Hasn't been great. They've got to put something together here trailing in the 4th quarter.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Floating away. The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Cuevas. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! The offense puts up 6, but that's it for the end zone.
And listen to the crowd. They're going absolutely nuts. If they get the extra point, they tie this thing. In all likelihood, it's going to overtime, and they've got the home field crowd behind them. What a huge advantage in this moment.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. He is in, and they roll the dice. Won't settle for the tie. They take the lead for the 2-point conversion. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff